Well, welcome to the third video in this series, the For Sale by Owner Quick Tip Guide. And what I'm going to talk about today is something that's going to be very important to you, and it is getting the price right when you list it and when you agree to sell it. That number needs to be right. So to start off with, there's only a couple of ways that you can get that number pretty accurate. There's a lot of ways you can get it wrong, so don't trust the Zestimate. The truth is, Zillow does such a great job in many areas, but this is just not one of them. Other online sources can't really give you the firm number that you need to list at or sell at. The other thing you don't want to don't go by tax appraised value. That's not really going to be accurate. Don't go by what your friend thinks it's worth, and don't go by what you would like to get out of it. None of that really gives you the number. So I would recommend two different ways to get that number right. One will cost you a little bit of money, but might be worth it. And that is hiring an appraiser to come out to your house and do a professional appraisal. Once you pay to have that done, you include that documentation whenever you're listing your house for sale. You prove to buyers, my house is worth this. And so that's one way to go. It costs you maybe $300 or $400 to do that, but it very well may be worth it. The other way to do it is to talk to a realtor and see if they can give you a fair valuation or a market analysis of what your home might be able to sell for. There's a number of things that we do behind the scenes to get your price right. So that's another option for you. One of those two would probably be the best way to come up with the price. But this is why that number needs to be right. Almost every offer that you see is going to have a line in it that says contingent on appraisal. And in simple terms, that means the buyer's not going to pay you more than that house is worth whenever it's appraised. So this is the truth. If you get the house under contract and you've agreed to sell it at this price, then the appraisal comes back higher than what you agreed to sell it for. Sadly, you just gave away some money. If the appraisal comes back, you've agreed to sell it at this price and the appraisal comes back lower, you're also kind of in a tough spot there because you're going to have to start renegotiating some things, and most of the time you're going to have to lower your price down to the appraised value. Buyers today are not willing to pay more than the house is worth, and they certainly aren't willing to bring cash to the table to do it. So that's why you need to know your number and get it right and try to get as much money as you can out of your house. The truth is, if you research it, National Association of Realtors says homes that are listed for sale by owner sell 13% less than houses listed with a realtor. So it would be a sad day to sell your home 13% less than you should, and you had to do all of the work yourself when you could have hired someone to help you do it. So get that price right. One of the things that I'm willing to do for you is run that RPR report. If you want to send me your address, you can do that by text or email. I'll run that report to you and send it to you. I can send it in quick format over text, or I can send the full document through email. I cannot go in there and make adjustments. I haven't seen your home, so I can give you just a first run if that would be helpful to you, kind of knowing what's going on in the market, and just as a courtesy to you so that you get the pricing right. And I want to see you sell your home. I want to see you get as much out of it as you can. So continue to watch this series and you will learn more.